Hello, Mr. Ernest.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I would like you to answer me some questions.
Sure.
Okay, so what is creativity for you?
Creativity for me, well, it's a tough question, of course. It's been something which has been debated by philosophers, psychologists, doctors, all sorts of people who may be considered intelligent for centuries. For me, creativity is the capacity which certain species and the universe possess, which allows them to make things out of nothing or out of previous things, and either make improvements or change or radical changes completely to anything and everything that can be considered either philosophical, physical, mechanical, artistic, etc.
Well, you're good. Okay, then the second one. Do you consider yourself a creative person?
Well, I'll answer that a little bit differently. You see, at least from my perspective, there are very few moments in which I am creative. Now, when those moments come, I don't really feel like it's something I came up with, but rather just something inspired me and allowed me to use my creativity and just let me do something. For instance, in drawing, if I ever come up with a new composition or a new character or something like that, it's a very rare occasion. So I wouldn't consider myself a very creative person per se, because of how often I am creative.
Fascinating. What inspires you?
What doesn't inspire me? Anything and everything has proven to inspire me, whether it be music, whether it be real life outside, a friend, a feeling. Sometimes it can either be negative or positive. I think creativity can spark out of anywhere. And so practically everything can inspire you, even boredom.
Great, thank you. How would you apply creativity in education?
In education, well, in education, what we see is more of constraint on creativity. Usually, because of the way that schools work like a factory, they want everything to be done this way and that way and that way. So they want you to comply with certain rules, limitations, and expectations. So when you give a bit more freedom to students, say, okay, you may do this creative work as either a written material, an essay, or you may create a poster, or you may do a video about it. You're allowing kids or your students to do things in a way that's more creative because they'll do it the way they want to. Or if they come up with something that would look better in writing, they'll go ahead and do the creative writing. If they feel like they have this image of something in their mind, they'll do the poster in a creative way. So if you stop constraining them to do exactly what you want when you want them to, if you lessen those constraints, you allow more room for creativity.
All right. The last question will be, from your point of view, where do you think creativity comes from?
Creativity. Well, like I said, since it's something indefinable, we can't really define the place from which it comes. But I see that it is something that is present inside of all of us from the very moment we are able to move our body and move our tongue and express. From the very moment we can grab dirt and just start making something out of it, there you can see that the human being yearns to create, they yearn to make. Children will grab, will see anything that they can mark a wall with and they'll start drawing. They'll grab whatever they can and they'll start breaking it apart, they'll start doing things with it. It just comes with them. It's part of nature. It's part of human nature to be creative. It's not something we came up with. It's been there. It's been there since the beginning. And I believe it'll be there until you die, basically. The only way you can stop it is, like I said, to constrain it. That's all we're going to do, let loose.
Okay, thank you so much,
It's been a
Ernest.
pleasure.